All right, yo, this is story time. How I first got into MLB the show. It's gonna be a long story. Well, maybe not. I don't know. So when I first got into MLB the show, it was actually because of sports betting. I started playing. I started getting into sports betting with basketball or whatever, and like football or so like that. And I thought it was interesting, so I got into sports betting or whatever. I don't sports bet anymore, but it was the thing at the time. It was something I did at the time or whatever. It was very addictive. I would say yeah, that's how I first really got dove into baseball. I started betting on baseball and stuff like that, and I really got to know like most of the players, and like most of the pitchers, um, most of the rules of the game. I already knew how kind of baseball works. I used to watch when I was younger, but that's how I really like got into baseball. That's really how I got into MLB the show. So hold on, is there's more. So as I got into like MLB betting and things like that, so MLB is not an easy sport to bet on because you're talking about a game that resembles a lot of somewhat of luck or so like that. Um, any other team can beat the Dodgers. We're talking about the Dodgers and the White the White Sox basically. The White Sox can beat the Dodgers on any given night, even though the Dodgers are the better team. It happens. You know what I'm saying? Like that's baseball. That's just baseball. So like it just it was very hard for me betting on there or whatever, and oh man, but the most money I've ever made on sports betting was actually like from baseball, just from baseball was what $500 or so. So I picked like I picked five money lines. I don't remember them. I know one of them was the Cubs versus Pirates, but I don't remember the rest. But yeah, they won me $500. All those teams won me $500. It was something. Yeah, all money wasted down the drain because I used it for more betting. So bro, tell me why, bro. The logic in my head was like, I want to get back into baseball, like games or whatever. Cause when I was little, like I actually had the one of the baseball games was 2K9 MLB or whatever. I had that game, and I remember it's always a core memory in my head because I used to play it. But the thing is, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just out there pitching screwballs and ephus balls and fastballs. Didn't know what the fuck that was at all. I ain't know what the hell that was. You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing shit. And then you got David Ortiz and Jeter destroying me on the game. I'm like, so I remember those. I remember those people specifically on those games. I just remember David Ortiz and Ryan Howard destroying me all the time. Like I just remember those people. You know what I'm saying? And I remember fucking Freddie Freeman and shit like that. I remember those type of people. I like you know what I'm saying? But like other than that, man, like I don't know. Like I just don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, I really don't know. Like I was getting my shit sent 500 feet, and I didn't even know what I was doing. I remember people like Alfonso Soriano and Derek Jeter, Ryan Howard. You know what I'm saying? Like those type of people. I was getting my shit crushed. I ain't know none of these people, and I was just getting my shit crushed. And I ain't know none of these pitches I was using either. So I really sucked. Like I was really ass. Like I was really like trash. So that's when I got into. I'm like, let me get back into MLB. So I bought MLB The Show 24. I'm telling you, on MLB The Show 24, bro. I started off playing Road to the Show, and I started like doing the pitching and franchise and shit like that. Man, that shit was so fucking boring. It got so fucking boring to the point of like, let me get online. Let me get online. Let me get online or whatever. Boy, I start pitching, bro. I start pitching shit, bro. Bro. Man, Bobby Wick knocked my shit like 450 feet first pitch. I'm not even lying. I was getting crushed on that game. And the way that I got MLB The Show 24, it was free at the time if you had like Plus. So like one of my friends told me or something like that. So I'm like, okay. One of my homies told me like it was free or whatever. I'm like, okay, bet. I'm a bet. Boy, I was in for a rude awakening, bro. It was crazy. Like, no lie. I was in for something, man. Like, it was so crazy. Bro, I ain't know what I was getting into when I played that game. I started like a franchise with the Dodgers and shit like that, and like, you know what I'm saying? I had Vladdy on the Dodgers. I had Ryan Mountcastle on the Dodgers. I had, you know what I'm saying? I had some good people on the Dodgers. You know what I'm saying? I was basically collecting like the good stars before the Dodgers was actually doing it in real life. Like, I was doing that before the Dodgers did it in real life. I was getting all the good stars. Come on now. Before the Dodgers even was doing it. You know what I'm saying? Man, I get online, bro. I remember one of my first people, bro, like, bro, I loved using King Griffey Jr., bro. And that's why I have so much love for King Griffey, bro. That's why you always see me with him and his. If I got the best version card of him, you always see me playing with him, bro. King Griffey is the GOAT. Like, King Griffey is the fucking GOAT. Like King Griffey. So let's wrap this story up a little bit more, though. Like, I'm going a little slow. I'm adding too many details, but hold on. So I went through 24. I played online. I didn't really. I streamed it a little bit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Tiny bit. I did it on Twitch for you know what I'm saying, a little bit or whatever. And we go to like 25, and man, 25 was like just a growth type of game. For me, I got better and better and better and better. I started practicing more. Started playing online a lot. And I started like getting home runs a lot. You know what I'm saying? Getting better at the game. My record was so trash online, but I think my record now is like 192 and 178 on there, bro. Like, that's how you know I had so many losses on that game. But like, I learned how to play. I went through growing pains and stuff like that. So I really learned how to play MLB The Show. And part of that, grind, I streamed or whatever. Y'all know my old page or so like that. I streamed on that, whatever. It was so fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, those was good times, man. And I eventually had my viral video. You know what I'm saying? Cherry Tree. You know what I'm saying? I eventually had my, viral video. So like that. That happened. Boom, boom. I almost thought about quitting streaming and things like that, but I realized I just had to like tone it down a bit like that. You know what I'm saying? Not that I don't have time for it, but like, stop overdoing it. You know what I'm saying? Do it like, give myself some grace. It was days where I felt like I'm not streaming enough. It was days where I felt like I'm not posting content enough. But I found something that works for me. Is like just I found something that works for me, a little schedule that works for me, or so like that. So, and works for you guys. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. So, yeah. So we get into 26. Man, I'm having a good time with 26. It's so fun. The menu screen for Diamond Dynasty does give me brain aneurysm sometimes. It does give me headaches. It gives me migraines sometimes. But I'm liking the game. I'm liking the content. I'm liking everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's been a pretty cool journey, man. I appreciate y'all for sure. Like, I appreciate the support. Follow, subscribe, go follow. I appreciate it, man. And that's all that matters. Stay wicked.